Today, we will answer an algebra challenge given by one of our followers. And the question goes like this. Given this equation, 3 raised to the power of x plus 3 raised to the power of y equals 10, and 3 raised to the power of x plus y equals 5, then the goal in this question is to evaluate this expression 3 raised to the power of x minus y plus 1 over 3 raised to the power of x minus y. Pause this video right now and see if you can answer this question, because I will show you the solution in 3, 2, 1. Alright, in this question, given these two equations, the goal is to evaluate this expression 3 raised to the power of x minus y plus 1 over 3 raised to the power of x minus y. Now, to answer this kind of question, we will focus first on this expression 3 raised to the power of x plus y, because using some laws of exponent, if we have b raised to the power of a plus c, we can rewrite this as b raised to the power of a multiplied by b raised to the power of c. So this expression right over here, we can rewrite this as 3 raised to the power of x multiplied by 3 raised to the power of y. Now from here, we have a lot of common terms. So what we're going to do is to use some variable. So let's call r equal 3 raised to the power of x, and let s be equal to 3 raised to the power of y. Therefore, our equations becomes r plus s equals 10 and r times s equals 5. Now, let's set aside those equations and let's get this expression that we want to evaluate. Now again, using some laws of exponent, 3 raised to the power of x minus y, we can use this because if we have b raised to the power of a minus c, we can rewrite this as b raised to the power of a over b raised to the power of c. So 3 raised to the power of x minus y, we can rewrite this as 3 raised to the power of x over 3 raised to the power of y. And we can do the same thing in this term on the denominator. Now at this point, what we're going to do is to get the reciprocal of this term. And now, since 3 raised to the power of x is r and 3 raised to the power of y is s, our expression that we want to evaluate is just the same thing as r over s plus s over r. Now at this point, what we're going to do is to combine these two fractions. So the first fraction, let's multiply the numerator and denominator by r, and the second fraction, multiply the numerator and denominator by s. And since we have now a common denominator, we can combine them. So this is just the same thing as r squared plus s squared all over s times r. Now let's set aside this. And now, using these two equations, the goal now is to find the value of r squared plus s squared, because we now have a value for r times s. Now, how do we get r squared plus s squared? So let's use the first equation, and what we're going to do is to square on both sides. Because if we square on both sides, we get r squared plus 2rs plus s squared. This is what we want to find, equals 10 squared, or simply 100. Now from here, let's focus on this because we know the value of r times s. This is just 5. So we can replace this with 5. Now 2 times 5 is 10. Now to get the value of r squared plus s squared, subtract 10 on both sides. Thus, r squared plus s squared equals 90, or 100 minus 10. Now from here, we can now evaluate the expression that we want to find, because we now have the value for r squared plus s squared and r times s. So this is just 90 over 5. And 90 divided by 5 will give us an answer of 18. Therefore, our answer to this question, given these two equations, then the numerical value of 3 raised to the power of x minus y plus 1 over 3 raised to the power of x minus y is simply equivalent to 18. And as always, we are done.